two, three. This time of day, everything's okay. I take a long look around, I have to say, this time of year, it becomes clear.
Hello, welcome to your friends and neighbors. I'm your host, Willie Jones. You've been joining us for quite a few episodes now, and I've been having a lot of fun doing this. I've had a lot of people I don't know that well, and a lot of good friends coming in, and it's been just a joy for me to do this show at Cat TV. And it's no different today because I have two friends with me today that I have known for quite a long while. We did a show here on Cat TV for a while called Tell Me a Story. We can talk about that a little bit before we get started here. But my guest today, to my immediate right, is Chris Poggi.
Hi, Willie.
And next to Chris is Linda Donegan.
Hi, Willie.
And they are the librarians, the children's librarians at the children's section of the Bennington Free Library. And see, Chris, how long have you been there?
I think we've been there about 16 years.
Both of you came at the same time, right?
We did,
Right.
yes.
And they seem to be the perfect working combo for Bennington Free Library. Everybody seems to think that. You've been there for 16 years, and gee, you think you can do another 16?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
You
but
might
we
be able-
still love our job.
still-
16,
I
yeah,
would
16
say,
years
yeah,
later,
yeah,
it's
I would
still
say.
great.
I would say yes. We did Tell Me a Story here at Cat TV for a while. Linda and Chris were the producers. We had a lot of fun with that. We would share stories, and we had kids on that we would talk to, and we had guests. And for a while, towards the end, we had Lulu the Wolf, and Shelley Duboff joined us to do the voice of Lulu, and we really had a lot of fun doing that. I can't remember. Did we do 8, 9?
We
I can't
did 13
remember.
shows.
13? Oh my God. I can't believe we did 13 altogether. Wow, that's something else. Now, recently you had the book sale. How'd the book sale do this year?
Very well. It was
yeah.
really fun.
Oh, good.
I love watching children walk out with bags of books.
Right.
They're loaded down.
Right, right.
Some kids even brought suitcases to put their books in.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. You know, I was thinking about that this morning, that what a perfect time these book sales at libraries and churches and everybody have. The fact that parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles, they could go and buy books for their family members or whatever, but they could also, if they didn't have kids, people could go in, buy up books, and donate them to schools and daycare centers and stuff like that. So, and boy, that sale's been going on for many, many years. Do you know
Yes.
do you have the number?
Oh, boy.
Oh, how
must
many
be
years?
at least.
As long as we've been there.
So at least,
It's
probably
been
more.
at the Baptist Church
Yeah.
maybe for 5 years,
5,
and that
right.
is such a great venue
Right.
for us, right in town.
Right, right.
And it hasn't always been there, but
Right, and you know, and you had you had a little sale during Mayfest out in front of the library too.
yes,
we did.
So yeah,
We
so I
did.
noticed that was going on. And
Yeah.
also, before we talk about this wonderful summer schedule that's coming up at the library, I must ask you: have you seen the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Oh, I haven't, Willie.
You haven't?
No.
I haven't either. And Chris is like the movie maven.
Wait until you see
Really?
this movie. I know that you and your husband John will love this movie.
Okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure you would too.
Wes
it's-
Craven,
it's-
right?
Yeah, no.
No?
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Yeah, Wes Craven
Oh.
does
Right, I forget.
yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
those
okay,
movies.
no,
Yeah, we
not
don't
that
want, no.
person.
Wes Anderson, who did Moonlight Kingdom.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw that.
Yeah. So, yes. See, is there anything else I wanted to get into before we? I don't think so. The name of our show today, I didn't mention at the beginning. Our subtitle is "Grab Me, Read Me, Love Me," and that's how we ended every Tell Me a Story. And we had our little character, Binky. In fact, Linda's husband, Michael, he created the most wonderful, whimsical set for Tell Me a Story, and Bruce Wheat did the music for the show,
Right.
and it was such a fun thing to do. But yeah, we always had little Binky, and we say, remember, Binky always says, grab me, read me, love me. And for many, many summers now, I don't know how many summers this has been going on in Vermont, but there is the summer reading program, and the Bennington Free Library takes part in it. And it's right from the, let's see, the end of June, right through July and most of August too, right?
Half of August.
Half of August, so it's about 6 weeks that it lasts.
Actually, it's 8
It's
if
8?
you
Oh, okay.
consider sign up and the last week we
Okay,
have the big
right.
party, the big
Right,
bash.
yes, the big bash. And when do sign-ups start?
They start June 30th. It's a Monday at
Okay.
12 noon. We close the library, not the library, but we close the children's room from 10 to 12, and then we open it at noon for registration.
And the last 2 years, you've had a big turnout. I mean, what'd you have last year? Like 350 or something? No, not
700 people signed up
I
for
wasn't even
summer
halfway
reading.
there.
Of course, they
700.
don't all show up on the first
No,
day.
of course not. But does that include adults too?
It does.
Oh, okay. And well, you'll tell us about the program, so we'll find out at that time. So that's the main reason that Linda and Chris are here today, to tell us about the reading program, starting with June. See, it says here June 26th. So is that where we're going to start today?
Right. I think
Okay.
we should.
Is that where we're going to
Thank
start? At the
you.
very beginning. This
Thank
is even
you.
before sign up.
Okay. Well, we always have a kickoff, and we have asked our performer to come before sign-ups this year, so that we can really get people psyched and really get on board. And the person coming this year is Michael Caduto, and lots of people might know him from his book Keepers of the Earth, Keepers of the Night. He's a musician, an environmentalist, an author, and he's just a fabulous person. And he's going to talk about energy alternatives for today's kids.
Okay.
And families are invited. Of course, it's free. Everything is free at the library.
Nice.
Thursday, June 26th at 7 p.m. So,
And where will it take place? At the
at
Rotary?
the library in the Rotary
In the
room.
Rotary Room. Okay,
And
you-
it's
maybe you
air
said that and I missed it.
conditioned. It's air conditioned.
Yes, it is air conditioned in the Rotary Room. It's very comfortable up there.
Right.
Very comfortable. So that's June 26th.
Right, and
Alright.
he's going to kick off this summer of science. That's going to be the main
Yeah.
focus.
What is the theme? What is the name this year?
Well, the name is Fizz Boom Read, and it's all about science, and we're very excited about that.
It seemed as though this would be a good time that the Roop family was around.
Oh, we
For
miss
Fizz
them
Boom.
terribly.
I know they helped out a lot with telling me a
Oh,
story.
they
And I know
did.
they were really helpful to you at the library, the whole
Oh,
family.
yes.
And this just sounds like they're kind of they would have loved this.
They would have
loved
loved this theme.
Do they come to visit you every? Rebecca Roop and her boys, do they come to visit once in a while, or?
They haven't been down
They haven't been
to
down in a
Bennington
while.
in a long time.
Yeah.
They sold their house in Shaftesbury.
Oh,
But I feel like I visit with Becky. I read her blogs.
okay.
She's doing a blog for National Geographic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she has
Oh,
her own
good for her.
education blog. So, and she's on Facebook.
Yeah,
So
she was like the diva of homeschooling,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
And a wonderful children's author. Speaking of reading.
fabulous.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
after
Yeah.
Eli was on
Right.
the DCF list
Yeah.
this past year.
So, let's continue. We got 8 weeks to cover here.
Well, one portion of the summer reading program is the actual reading program, where kids sign up to read, and we try to reach kids of all ages. And this year we have an early literacy program that is for babies and toddlers, and the parent signs them up and they get this nice little activity
Oh, nice.
sheet, and it has things like play with blocks with your child, sing counting songs such as 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
I wish more like this was happening in schools.
Right.
Oh,
Kids
yes.
need this kind of social activities. They
They
really
do.
need it.
So the parent does, when they do 10 activities with their kids, they bring this in and they get a free book.
Oh,
and then they
wonderful.
can take it and do 10 more. So they have a choice of 27 activities. So, you know, they get to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And they also get this nice little coloring sheet that their baby and toddler can do.
Mhm.
And they get a bookmark.
I love bookmarks.
Oh,
Yep,
it's
there it
upside
is.
down.
I like the title, Fizz Boom Read. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cute. Very
It's
cute.
a lot of activity, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Then we have a program for kids who aren't quite ready to read. It's called the Read to Me program. And Reading Buddy, an adult or an older brother and sister, can sign up with them and promise to read to them. And we also have a readers program for kids who read on their own. And both of those groups get to pick the type of reading record they want. We have a reading record where every 10 minutes they read, they put a sticker on.
Like stickers.
And when they fill this up, oh, all kids like stickers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And when they
I
fill
like
this
stickers.
up, they bring it in and they get a free book.
Oh.
And they can also get another one. They can fill up as
They
many
can
as they
read
want.
as much as they so every 10 minutes.
Every 10
A
minutes
s-
they put a
sticker
sticker.
every 10 minutes. That's hot. That's pretty cool.
It is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you read a half hour at bedtime,
Yeah.
you get three stickers.
3 stickers.
You
Oh, that's
know,
wonderful.
it's a pretty good deal.
Now, do the adults have something like this with stickers? Probably not.
No.
of course not.
But they also have a choice of a reading journal. If they don't like the timed reading, they can write the names of their books. And every time they visit the library, they show us what they're reading. And we
Right.
like to talk to kids about what they're reading. So, and when they bring it in to show us, we'll give them, we have these nice big stickers.
Oh, okay. The big stickers.
Sorry, I'm going to hold those up.
Okay. The big stickers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we put, so we take one of those and we put
Each
it on their
one.
reading
Okay.
record. And when they've gotten five,
Five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 visits to the library, they get a free book.
And then if they fill that up, they can get another one.
Sure.
I mean, that's a lot of books. And now, do they?
No, they don't have to fill it up to get a free book. It's
Oh.
just 5, it's based on visits to the library.
Oh, okay. So are they
Okay.
supposed to write down the name of the author too,
Yes.
or just the book
Well,
and the author?
Yeah.
When I was teaching, I always tried to get the kids to know authors' names. It was always, and the person that works here at Cat TV, Chris Dayton.
Mhm.
Chris was one of the students in my classroom who knew authors' names, and I was always so happy. Now, whether he still does or not, I don't know. But when he was in 3rd grade, I was so impressed that this kid remembered authors' names, because I thought, well, when he gets older, maybe that'll help him in his adult reading. I get involved in an author, I'm going to keep looking for that author. So I think it's really important that they write down the name of the author too.
Well, the other great thing about it is if they write down the author, we can suggest other books if they really like that book, we could suggest other books by the same author.
Or books
So-
in the vein of that. I mean,
Right,
maybe not the
right,
same,
right.
because there's a lot. It might be a science fiction book, and you can. Oh, wow! Oh, you like that? I knew another author you're going to
Right,
enjoy
yeah,
a lot too.
yes.
So, oh, that's wonderful.
Well, that's what's nice about
Yeah.
tying in with visits, because then we get to talk to them about what
Yes.
they're reading.
Right.
Which, with the other kind of reading record, it's a little different experience.
Right.
So,
right.
it meets a lot of different kids' interests.
Sure,
And
yeah.
they get to
Oh, that's
choose which
wonderful.
one they prefer.
That's
so.
wonderful.
And then if they sign up for the reading program at the end of the summer, they get a certificate with their name and Linda and my autograph on
Is
it.
a readologist. I like
course.
that. I like readologist.
And they get to come to the Mad Scientist Bash,
Oh, okay.
which
So will you be in lab coats and carrying
I
beakers?
think that
and
would really be fun.
lab
We
coats and
do
beakers
encourage
and-
kids for our end of the summer party to dress up.
Sure, why not? Why
So-
not? Everybody come as a mad scientist.
wouldn't that
Yeah.
be fun?
Cool.
Yeah.
With their little
Yeah.
little beakers foaming and everything.
Right.
We're going to have lots of beakers this
Yes,
summer.
yeah,
well,
that's
we'll
right.
find out more about the actual programs and dates. Yeah. So what else? Anything else coming up there in your pile, or are we going on to
Well,
something else here in the?
We're going to talk. We also try to reach the 5th through 8th grade crowd
That's
with
a hard-
reading.
Yeah, that's.
And so Linda's going to talk about
Oh,
the
good.
I
reading
am.
program.
And I'm about to bring over to the middle school and Sacred Heart brochures that every child will take home, every kid in 5th through 8th grade. Because as Chris said, it's really important to engage the older kids
Right.
in a program that's special for them. And when they come in to sign up for the reading program, this is their reading record. And the theme is called Spark a Reaction. And I think that's perfect for that age group because if nothing else, they will spark a reaction.
Right.
So this is the reading record, and for every 15 minutes they read, they mark a box, and after 6 hours of reading, 24 boxes, they bring the reading record in and they get a free book.
Oh.
Now, we're not talking hop on pop for this age group. We're talking, you know, YA and tween books that kids are really reading. So we've had kids over the years who have come in and have gotten up to, you know, 6, 7, 8 books because they like the record keeping part. And once they start adding to their home library, they want to continue.
Well, for years, I have been keeping track of every book I read. Now, my wife, Grace Mary, used to keep track of every book, and she'd write a synopsis along the date that was finished and a synopsis.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she had folders, I mean, notebooks filled with all these. I mean, I
that's
couldn't do that.
beautiful.
I just wanted, because I like to go back, because I think, did I read that book? So I can go back to 97 or something and think, oh yeah, I did read that book. Oh, I don't need to read that again. I began it. It sounds familiar. So now, this is a wonderful. This is wonderful. That goes up through 8th grade. Is there anything in Vermont that they do for high school? Do you know of anything that they? Is there any
Well,
kind of a program they do?
Some libraries do, but we have Carson,
Right.
who's the reference librarian, does an adult reading program, which we encourage high school
Okay.
students
She's
to.
great.
And
Yes.
it's called, this summer it's called Literary Element, I
Right.
think.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
And she has we don't really have her list.
No.
We should have brought it, but we
Well, no,
forgot.
I mean, you're
But
not
she has
involved
a
with that,
lot
so-
of
oh, good.
really great
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
activities and ways to win neat little prizes and
Oh, that's
But-
great.
But speaking of lists, the Mount Anthony Union High School
I was just gonna
and
say
some
that.
of the private schools have lists for their high school level kids. And so right now I'm in the process of pulling all of those books and putting them in the young adult section so
Right.
that when kids come in, and we see lots of high school kids during the summer for pleasure reading, but also to fulfill their high school reading list requirements. So
Right.
we really do try to cater to them
Right.
in the summer in that way.
Right. If kids are like me and they want to own the book, I know the Bennington Bookshop.
They do.
They carry usually most of the books. I don't know if they have
They
all
do.
of them, but they have most
They
of them.
have a special
I want to
section.
own. I'm not gonna die rich at all. I just keep buying books. So I'm glad to know there's a program for the high school kids too.
Yes.
So, yeah. I'm still getting 700 people last year. That's amazing.
It was staggering.
it's very exciting to have people come to the library in the summer and to sign up to read, and we see people we haven't seen all year, and summer is a time that people like to be at the library. And
Do you ever talk to other librarians that have done the summer program and seen how many they've had to sign up? Is
Oh,
Bennington
yes.
usually
Yes.
right in there? Oh, that's
Right.
good.
we do really well.
Oh, that's good.
We
better-
also have an extensive outreach through Book Express, which is a program where we deliver books to family daycare homes, daycare centers, and nursery schools throughout the 12 months of the year. So in the summer, kids who are in daycare, kids who cannot come with a grown-up, mommy, daddy, or
They're
the
working
grown-ups
or
that they,
whatever, right.
yes. They're participating in Tin Free Library summer program at their daycare.
And the Book Express also
And
goes to a, oh, go ahead.
Last year we had over 300 kids participate through the daycare center.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's
That's
right.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
you know, so it really is a great way to reach those kids, and they can come in with a special voucher at the end of the program and get a free book to
Right.
keep.
Oh, that's
So,
great. And
yeah.
the Book Express also for adults too? Is there some
No.
kind of, no, it's just for kids. Okay. I didn't know if there was any kind of a deal for adults or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
And what else? Now, Spark Reaction. That's a good title. These, I wonder,
It's a great title.
in the
Should I hold up the
somebody,
poster?
Yes.
somebody is in
Here's the.
Very steampunkish.
somebody is in Vermont who's coming up with all these different. Now, I wonder why they. Do you know why they chose science as the theme this year, or?
Science is
specific?
hot right now,
Oh,
and
is it?
just in
Okay.
terms of, where parents are focused, schools are focused,
Okay.
kids love science, and this is actually a national program. I think 47 states
Oh.
are doing this, the program.
Well, shame
The
on the
same
3
theme.
states that don't do it. Shame on
Well,
them. Wow.
I don't even know who they are,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they're doing something.
Yeah.
So we're going to be giving the younger kids this brochure, and everything we're talking about today is in the brochure. The
Okay.
dates, the
So they can
times,
post it or
the
put it
names of
wherever.
the programs, and so Chris and I will be starting to go into schools next week.
That's right.
And talking to kids, going into classrooms or into the libraries, and getting kids really excited.
Got a little extra week this year with all those snow days.
Yeah.
That's
So, you know,
true.
That's true.
So your schedule doesn't have to be quite so tight because you got an extra week there to get in
Right.
there.
My last school is June 20th.
Oh,
Oh, right.
wow.
So when you go into the schools, do they get like a few classrooms together? Do you go to every single room? How do you get in touch with all the children at the schools?
Well, usually maybe 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 classes
Right.
join together,
Right.
and we try to hit every class, and we like doing it rather than a big presentation to the whole school. We like doing it with smaller groups because it makes an impact on the kids. And
Yeah.
I'll go to the grocery store and the kid will say, you came to my school and you talked about summer reading. And I said, oh yeah, what school? And they'd say, Molly Stark. And I'd say, oh, did you go like this?
Yeah, yeah.
You were the kid that went like this, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah,
go,
yeah.
yes.
Now, usually when I was at the grocery store and a kid was coming down the aisle and saw me coming, they ran the other way.
Oh,
They're not always
Willie.
No, a lot of teachers say
Oh,
the kids
no.
get pretty shy
Oh,
when they
sure.
see you in the store.
Oh,
But
sure.
see, this is how much they love reading and how much you guys have the impact that you guys have on the reading.
Yeah.
Evidently, helps a lot.
Yeah, it does, and it's fun to go into the schools. And one thing we try to do with the summer reading program is that a lot of people are very busy, and some people can't come to scheduled events. So
Right.
we try to have things that we have scheduled events, of
Mhm.
course. But we also have things that people can do it in the room or that they can take home and do at home and still participate in that way.
And you have
And-
things like that throughout the year too.
We
I
do.
mean,
We
you
do.
You keep that library. You keep the kids busy. There's always some kind of a project or something set up in the room,
Right.
or just something that you change.
Yeah,
you,
every month we have a different theme.
Sure. Yeah.
And so this is going to be a 2-month theme.
yeah.
Kids
Well, that gives you a
boom,
little.
read.
Oh, we don't have to think of another theme right away.
Right.
Yeah.
2 months. So.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of science discovery centers in the room. We're gonna make a mad scientist lab for kids to play in, and we're
Okay.
gonna maybe do some simple machines, and we have a lot
And when
planned.
kids sign up for summer reading, they can make a robot.
Oh.
This is an art piece.
Right,
This
right,
isn't
right.
a working robot. This is.
Now, is your husband Michael? Is he doing any of the designs or anything for this?
Oh,
program?
he's helping.
He's
He is helping. He
Oh,
was
okay.
there for 2.5 hours today, Willie.
Oh, okay.
Fixing.
Are
Our
some
steps?
our steps. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
very much
Well,
behind the scenes.
Michael's a wonderful artist, folks. He's in a lot of different mediums, not just
Sculpture and illustration.
But, the illustrations, his illustrations are so whimsical, and they added so much to the Tell Me a Story show that we did.
Well, I want
he's-
kids to look for one of his illustrations, and it's going to show one of his characters sitting in a beaker.
Oh, in the beaker?
Yes,
I can't wait.
it's really a good chemistry one.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
we're excited.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now, so what are some of the dates and different things that are coming up that we can talk about?
Well,
Different programs that you have coming.
Oh,
'Cause
do you
you've
want
got,
me to start?
You've got
Yeah,
a whole
okay.
bunch of them.
Well, I want to focus on things that you can do in the room or you can take home and do. And one of the things that we're doing this year is called Bedtime Math. And it's a chance for parents and kids to make math a part of their daily routine. And what happens is you come to the library and you sign up and you get this really nice chart. And you get these stickers.
I didn't get things like this when I was in school. More stickers.
More stickers.
Well, that makes sense.
we'll
Gold
give you
stars.
your sheet of
Gold
gold stars,
stars for the
Willie.
constellations. That's
That's
perfect.
right. And so what happens is there's a special website called bedtimemath.org.
Oh.
And you go on, and every day they have a different math problem. And it's geared for 3 different ages, wee ones, little kids, and big kids. And you do a math problem, and when you've done it, you put a star on your chart. And when you fill this up, you bring it in and you get this nice little special bedtime math prize.
Wow.
And the problems are really zany and fun. If you don't have a computer at home,
That was my question.
you can use the computer at the library.
okay.
Or we have some special bedtime math books at the
Oh, good.
library
Oh, good.
that you can do one of the problems
Yeah.
out of that
Right.
book.
Oh, you know, I'm a Luddite, so I would have to do that.
Right, right.
Well,
That's
you know.
wonderful. I think that's great. That is, you're not just Kate. There are a lot of things that I would do, but they say, oh, you have to go online to do it. And I think, well, I don't have a computer, so I can't go online to
sure,
do stuff.
sure.
And there's some contests I think, oh, I would join that, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's
but I'm over
you
it.
can use our computer or you can
No, I know.
use our bedtime math books. So,
I use my
we try to
sister-in-law's.
we try to give people different ways to participate.
That's the way to do
Yeah.
it.
And then we have another thing called family investigation, and a family signs up and they get this nice little poster to decorate and write their favorites, their favorite foods, their favorite movies, their favorite places, favorite authors, favorite books.
Oh, I
And
like
when
that.
they're done, they bring it into the library and we post them and we give them a free family read aloud book
Oh.
to take home.
Oh, that's great. Now, I would like filling that out. The only thing, my favorite movies and authors, I wouldn't have enough room in the bubble.
Well,
Terrible.
you could go out of the
Outside the bubble. Go outside the line. yeah.
Outside the
Outside the
bubble.
line. Yeah, Mary Natalisi, the art teacher at Powell, we always have this, I'm one of these people that likes to stay inside the line. She likes it when kids like to go outside
That's
the line. So
right.
we always have this little,
Okay,
Okay, what
another
else?
thing we can do is what we're calling it the STEAM Center. Lots of people who are plugged into science know STEM. Well, the art teachers, the art people added the A to make it STEAM. And it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And we're going to have a special center, and I'm going to post every week a different challenge, a different science, technology, engineering, art, or math.
Oh.
And kids will get a small prize if they figure it out, if they figure out the challenge, and they'll be able to enter a raffle to win a free book every week.
giving a lot of books. I like that. You're
Oh,
giving out a
we
lot of
are.
books. I know on TV, the news stations are pushing STEM.
Oh, good.
I know Channel 13
Yes.
especially. I don't know about
Yeah.
6 and 10, but I watch 13 a lot, and I know they push it.
machine ID. We have technology, machines all around us. We're awash in them. And so we sometimes take them for granted. I don't know about you, but I certainly do.
I certainly do.
So Chris and I are going to go around town, and with our camera, we're going to take a close-up of a part of a machine and blow it up, post it in the children's room. Every week there'll be a different machine ID. And if kids guess what it is, they'll win a little prize.
Now, I introduced you to Ryan Stutt, program coordinator here, who's been responsible for all my shows, and he does such a good job. This sounds like something he would love to do. He's a photographer, and he likes to go, he goes around with his camera and different things. I don't know if he does photography, but he certainly does a lot of things with his movie camera or videotape, whatever you want to call it. It sounds like something he would really like to get into. I know when they were doing some construction work over here, and he couldn't wait to get over there. He wanted to put a camera on one of the pieces of machinery.
Oh,
as it was going
really?
down
Oh,
into the-
neat.
Oh, good.
Neat.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ideas.
Oh, great.
Okay, so, and what
Okay.
else? That sounds like a wonderful idea. There's books like that where you look and they show you
Yes.
close-ups of
Close-ups.
different things, and can you
Right.
figure out what it, then you turn
Right.
the page. Oh, that's
there
what
it
was.
is. That's right.
Right.
So, Chris, do you want to talk about our programs?
Yeah, I'll start.
Yeah, tell me.
We're going to have Story Lab with Miss H2O, and it really is our preschool story hour that we have in the summer. And it's on Wednesdays, July 9th through August 6th at 10:30 in the Rotary Room upstairs at the library. And we're going to explore and discover all kinds of science principles. And I'm going to pretend to be Miss H2O.
Okay.
And it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good chance to get messy, and we'll do all kinds of experiments. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, all this info you're giving us can also, I'm sure, be found on the website at
Yes,
the library. So
absolutely.
that I got to write down and give that to Ryan. What is the website? So if people wanted, I know and there's a schedule in the Friday banner, June 6th, the whole schedule.
Right.
And what is the website?
And we have brochures.
Brochures at the library.
And we're visiting all the area schools.
Right.
And
www.benningtonfreelibrary.org.
Is it small letters?
Small letters.
Bennington?
Free Library.
Okay.
.org.
Okay, well, it's very simple.
And we have a Facebook
I could
page
do
now.
Oh, and Facebook.
And
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay.
And Cat TV is also another place where we post our schedule.
And that's good, because a lot of people, so many people have things that they could be posting on here, or doing PSAs, announcing things going on at their different churches
Yeah,
and organizations. Good, the library does that.
Yes, we do.
And what's your Facebook?
Um,
Or just, you
Well,
could just go to
yes,
Facebook? Okay.
just go to Facebook.
Okay, just go to Facebook. Okay. Now, I'm
And-
sorry, but I thought, oh, I better get that information.
Well,
'cause
that's
Ryan will want
good.
it.
Yes. We have programs for school-age kids. We're calling them Fizz Boom Create Thursdays. And this year it's 4 Thursdays during our summer reading program, and this is for 6 to 12-year-olds. And pre-registration is required for this, as opposed to Story Hour, which is just drop-in. And we're going to do art, we'll do science, we may, I'm going to do a program on electricity and a program on flight. So it's really going to be fun. Another,
Can they only
I'm
register?
sorry.
I'm sorry, but can they only register for those in the children's library, or can they go to the main desk, or
The children's library.
just the
Yeah,
children's library?
The
to
children's
sign up for
library.
these? Okay.
Yes.
And that starts August 30th at
Okay.
noon.
Vermont Wildlife.
August 30th, June 30th.
June 30th. Sorry. Thank you, Willie. Thank you.
Thursday, June 31st at 2 o'clock is Vermont Wildlife. And if anybody went to Michael Clough from the Southern Vermont Natural History Museum's presentation last year, you'll know what a knockout it was. He brought owls and raptors with him, actually. He brought a falcon and an owl and a hawk. This year he's going to bring a raptor, but he's also going to bring a turtle, a snake, a frog.
I don't need the snake. That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
I can't wait. And he's a fabulous presenter. This is free. Everybody is invited. We actually had quite a few adults come to this, so that's...
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. And
I
all of this,
know.
folks, every single thing they're talking about, free. Free.
Including this, the library's starting a library lunch club. 3 Fridays during the summer reading program. We're going to serve a free lunch to children. Now, if a grown-up comes with them, they have to bring their own lunch, but children will get a free hot lunch or a free lunch through the Abbey Food Group, and this is funded through Hunger Free Vermont.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I know. We're psyched. We really are trying
This
something
is the first time
new.
you've done something
Yes.
like that.
And after lunch, we're going to show a film. July 18th, it's going to be the Lego Movie. July 25th, Pixar short films, and August 1st, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
The
okay.
original.
The original. Charlie.
original.
Not Johnny
Willie,
Depp.
yeah.
Not Johnny Depp.
No, it's too scary. I think parents complain it's too scary.
No. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like Alice in Wonderland. It's the same thing. It was a little beyond what,
Yeah, yeah.
but I liked it.
I bet you did.
All right. So what else we got
So-
here?
So now we're moving into some special programs we have for children 5th through 8th grade.
Oh, I was wondering how you're going to bring this into your theme.
Oh,
Scrabble. Oh, how
did
are
it
you
work?
Well, no, I didn't. I was wondering. Usually you do the Scrabble thing. So
We do. It's called Electric Wordplay. It's hard to say.
it is.
It's
Electric
a Scrabble club, and Sandy Leuterstein, who's a wonderful woman who during the school year or during the year lives in Maryland, and she comes here for the summer, so she organizes the Scrabble club and leads it, and she's a whiz at Scrabble. It's just amazing, and it's amazing what the kids learn, and it's quite the learning experience for them. So it's a lot of fun, and we're going to meet on I think it's 4 Mondays, 2 to 3:30, and you do need to sign up ahead of time for
Right.
that, so we know how many people are coming.
Does she go to tournaments? Do you show
Well,
Scrabble
her
tournaments that she knows
son
so much?
was
Yeah.
an original Scrabble school
Winner.
winner.
Oh.
And
cool.
he now works for Hasbro,
Oh.
which is, I
Makes
think
sense.
it's Hasbro, which is the
One of those
Scrabble.
really yeah. Son of a
So, yes.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
yes, it is neat, isn't
Wow.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a great person.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
We love Sandy. She's been doing this a number of years, and
Comes up from
she
Maryland.
volunteers, and we really.
Yes,
she
she
lives
does.
in She has the
Oh, she has a home
second
during the
home
summer.
in Shaftesbury, right? And actually, I don't know, might be Washington D.C. I'm sorry, Sandy, if you're seeing this.
Close enough. Maryland, Washington. Yeah. They're a
Anyway.
stone's throw.
We're also, Linda and I are very excited because this year we got this special grant. It's a maker's grant. It's a STEAM grant is another name for it. It's
Right.
funded by the Vermont Community Foundation, and it was developed and implemented by the Vermont Department of Libraries, Vermont Makers, UVM's College of Engineering and Mathematical Science Department, and the folks from the Champlain Maker Fair.
Great
And
title.
we're one of the 14 libraries that are able to offer these programs this summer.
Wow.
And one is called Toy Hacking.
So you're going to get right inside and look and see what makes these things run, huh?
Right, there'll be all kinds of electronic toys that they have gotten from like thrift shops and tag
Yeah,
sales,
yeah.
and the kids will take them apart, see how they run, and then they'll reconfigure them with other toys and create a new creation. And it's gonna be so much fun, and it's also very artistic as well as scientific.
Yeah. No, I'm always thinking my CD and my DVD. How is that working?
I know.
don't
It's
understand.
magic.
It is magic as far as I'm concerned.
And this is for 5th through 8th graders, and we can have 20 children participate in this. So
and it's
hope-
free.
and it's
folks.
free, and it's a 3-hour workshop.
That's
So
wonderful.
It's taught by not Chris, not Linda,
Yeah.
but the experts in the field.
Oh,
That's
So
okay.
that's
Well,
what the grant
wonderful.
is supporting.
yes,
Okay.
and the materials, the grant supporting the materials. So.
Okay.
And we have another program that is part of that grant, and it's called E-Textiles.
Make it glow.
Make
Well,
it
I'm
light up.
A radium, or you weren't going to set anything
Well,
up
you
here,
know
right?
those sneakers that light up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, it's that kind of thing. You can put LED lighting in clothing or cloth, and also you can make noise, or add a lot of kind of electronic things to material.
This is one of your
So-
most exciting summers yet, don't you
I
think?
think so.
We love it.
It sounds like it.
We love it. And so this is another program. It's going to be in August 5th. And this is 3 hours again, too, because it really takes a lot
Yeah.
of time to do a program like this. And so we hope people will be excited. And
Embedding
wanna
electronics in your clothing and fabric. Son of a gun.
isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it? You're going to embed stuff in your clothing?
Well, I'm going to be there, so I'm
Okay.
going to want to make something
Sure.
too.
Now, are both of you usually here at all of these things, or you take turns, or you try to be at both if you can?
Well, fortunately, we try to schedule these events almost every day of the week. So Chris and I job share,
Right.
and the events that are on Monday,
Oh,
she'll
okay.
be there for.
Oh, okay,
The
good.
events that are on Thursday,
That
I'll be
makes
there
sense.
for. So we're both there on Wednesdays.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
we'll
very good.
do story hour together.
Good.
But there's only one Miss H2O.
However.
However,
Well, sort of like all your
Right.
costumes you wear every year. So.
But we'll
Both of you.
also both be at the kickoff event.
Right,
I mean,
right.
there are
Yes.
some things that we're both, and I'm going to help Linda with the lunch club,
Kids are gonna
which
love
we're
this.
really excited
I
about.
know.
Make it glow. Kids are going to love this.
yes.
Just love it. 5th through 8th.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, there's something about 3rd or 4th grade. It's like,
Oh, we have a lot of good.
Oh,
We'll
we
have a
do.
lot of good
We
classes.
I
do.
know,
And
we
they'll
do.
be
I know.
fifth grade and soon enough.
Right.
Some kids are very contemplative, really like to write,
Mm-hmm.
and we really have to appeal to different types of children.
right.
And that's why we're offering Spark a Reaction Writing Challenge. And this is also for our 5th through 8th graders. And we're giving them this. The title of their story is Spark a Reaction. And the idea behind their story is Spark a Reaction. And we're asking them to make their readers laugh, cry, feel afraid, curious, spark a reaction in your readers. And they will return the story to the library by August 8th to enter a raffle. And we have some really good raffle prizes for this. And we'll draw the prizes on August 13th at our party.
Now, you mentioned all those different emotions there. All of that in one story, or one or the other?
One.
Okay.
Oh,
make
no.
me laugh, or make me cry,
or
okay.
or
Phew, that's asking a lot.
yeah, it is. It's asking too much,
That's
even
asking for a
of
book.
5th through 8th graders. But back to the science stuff. A Vermont Energy Education Program, which is statewide, they employ science educators to come and do hands-on science, mostly dealing with electricity and the environment. And so they're coming Thursday, July 17th, 3:30 to 5. So
Now, does that
pre-register.
mean that Vice President Biden's coming? No, I know. I'm sorry. That was a bad. That was not good. That was not worth it. Not worth
Our
it.
Julia's coming.
Or
Yeah.
Julia, right.
Wow.
I'm exhausted before
That's
we even
everything?
start.
Now tell us about. Is that everything? Or just tell us about your final, your big bash finale.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Well-
that going to include?
Well, you know, usually we have, we take the whole second floor above the children's room, and we'll have all kinds of art activities and science activities for them to do. We haven't quite planned it, you know,
Well, you got time.
yet. We have a little bit of
Yeah,
time.
you got time.
But we hand out brochures. We have all kinds of interesting snacks. And one of the big things that we've done the last couple of years is we've had a store. And when the kids come into they get chips that they can spend at the store. And all our leftover goodies from the summer we put out, and then they can buy things.
I don't want any food that glows.
No,
No,
Don't want
no
anything
food.
glowing in the
But,
food.
you
No
know,
food.
we
Fun
have all little-
pencils,
right.
erasers,
Little
that kind
prize-
of.
or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
extra bookmarks, or if
Right.
we have posters left over, or you know, whatever we have left over, we let them like kind of purchase.
Right. Now, all of these books, you're giving a lot of books out during the
Right.
summer. Where do all your books come from?
Well, they're gently used books,
Yeah.
but we get them from the kind people who donate books to the library. Anything that comes in from the book sale, we always look over
Right.
and
Very
take
carefully. Yeah.
right and carefully, and we
Yep.
pick them out, and that's how we're able to give so many books
Right.
out. And we really love to be able to put books in kids' hands, and they like that too.
Right, right. Well, I'm glad we could get all this information out. I don't know if there was anything else you wanted to say in particular about
I do
your
want
summer.
to talk about volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only does it take Chris and I to do it, but we use lots of volunteers in the summer, and college students, high school kids, and adults. And when it comes to this Mad Scientist Bash, we call in everybody we can to help us.
I know Pat
but-
Zemianic is one
That's
of your...
right.
And
She's
Barb, used to be a Barb that I'd see in
Barb
the,
Spees.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to see her in there too. Used to, anyways.
Mrs. Radicchio.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
she comes in, and also we've been really lucky to have people donate to the library when we do the bash. Usually Chili's donates food. People
that's
bring
great.
food, and parents will bring, you know, paper goods or juice or
Right.
cupcakes. I mean, we really get a lot of support
So you
from
don't do
our
it
patrons.
On your own. I mean, you've got plenty to do right here.
Right.
But you have all these people to support you in the little give you the little extra touches that you need.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
You know, because we have, like, when we do story hours, there's still a lot of kids downstairs. So we
Right.
have a volunteer who comes in every summer and sits in our desks to make sure that the room stays
Right,
together.
right. Now,
for
your
that
story
hour.
hours during the summer, do you take a little vacation then, or do your story hours still going?
Well, we have
Yes.
the preschool story
You
hour,
still are do those
which
even
is
during the
Story
summer?
Lab with Miss
Okay.
H2O.
Oh, okay. So that's still gonna. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's still,
It's just not called story time,
Okay,
but
okay.
that is what it is.
that is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willie,
We don't.
oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
No, we don't do the toddler time during
Right.
the summer,
Okay.
but we do have that special program that babies and toddlers can participate
Right.
in,
Right.
and they're also welcome to come to the library and explore
Sure.
what we have to offer.
Sure. And one nice thing about the Betty Free Library, Linda and Chris aren't always going around saying, shh. Sorry
Right.
if that got you, Ryan, but yeah, they're not always going around shushing people because you want the library to be alive. You want the kids to be, become a part of the library and feel comfortable. And, I guess if they were screaming their lungs out or doing something like that, maybe you might have it. But you're very good how you handle the children in the classroom. You don't even have to handle it. I think
Yeah.
the parents that come in with the kids are very good about being sure that they take care of things and put them away when they're done with them and
Right.
stuff like
Right.
that.
Yes.
They got them well trained. Well
We
trained.
try.
We try.
Right. Now you were going to say something.
I was going to say that we really do think that children should talk and express themselves freely, because that is the first step towards literacy, is being able to talk, being able to listen. So that's one of the big reasons why we are very lucky too, that the children's room is separate from the adult reading rooms, and so we're able to encourage kids to express themselves, and we don't have to shush them, and they don't
Right.
shush us.
Right. And parents, read to your kids. Read to your kids if you have the time. If you don't have the time, you know, maybe one of your older kids can read to the younger kids or something. It's so important for kids to hear people reading. It's
Or
just-
enlist a grandparent.
or grandparent.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that a lot of the schools, grandparents go in and share time, and they might read to the kids and different things like that.
Yeah.
So is that everything we need to cover? Have we done it all?
You know, I think we should talk about our staff.
Oh, you've got a
just-
great staff there.
We do, and Chris and I could not do what we do without the support from the circulation desk staff, the adult reference staff,
And they're so polite when I
and our
call.
director. Lynn Fontenot McCann is our director,
Right.
and our board. They're very, very supportive. They really believe in what we do, and it means a lot. It makes our job
Oh, much easier.
They're
much
there to
easier.
Support you, yeah.
Yeah.
Carson,
They're very
Carson,
supportive.
I talked to Carson a few times when we were at WBTN,
Yeah.
and she seems to be right on the ball too. So.
Totally.
She is.
Yeah, with her films on Saturdays and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and everything too. I like that.
Well, also Carson and Lynn will be at the farmers market this Saturday. So if you have any questions about technology, like if you have a Nook or a
Oh.
e-reader and you want to bring it over, they might be able to
Oh,
help you
cool.
with it.
Very good.
Or they can help you go through our website and show you how to search for books and things like that. So if you go to the farmers market, you
They
know,
have a little stand right there.
people can stop in there. And Linda and I are going to be going to the farmers market one Saturday in July,
Oh, good.
and we'll bring a little art activity, and we'll also sign kids up for summer reading
Oh,
if
so
they
you're not-
haven't signed up.
You're not going to be selling
there.
rhubarb or
No.
radishes or something?
We'll
Okay.
be selling the ideas.
Is your daughter? Isn't your daughter still very involved with growing, and is she not
Well,
involved in the?
One of my daughters is a farmer.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of good fresh stuff during the summer?
I do. I do. I'm really
Do
lucky.
you bring it in and share it?
I haven't too much. Well, you know,
Well,
don't
most
blame
of us
you.
have gardens,
Oh,
You've got a
so
garden too.
right.
Yes.
A lot of people have gardens, and they're always trying to get rid of their zucchini or something. and
That's
it's like, I
right.
think, well, if I bring it in, it probably won't go.
No,
so.
a garden. Now, you're in a lot in the woods and stuff like that. How do you
We
make
are.
your garden grow?
well, we have Michael took a chainsaw and
Cleared
cleared
out.
an area
Oh,
so that we
wow.
do get some sun.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yes.
You know, Linda also brought in a book today. There is a movie that is opening today in Bennington on June 6th. Now, this movie, by the time this show gets on, I think the first airing is supposed to be June 17th. This show will have been on about a week and a half or whatever. But I have not read this book, and I'm sorry I didn't read the book first. But it is called The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And John Green right now is as popular as the kids that are in this. Kids are swarming to get his autograph.
Oh, yeah.
He has become
He's a rock star.
He has become a rock star. And I know I'm going to cry buckets at this movie because in it is, you know, two young people. You get it from the ads on TV. Two young people with cancer, and a wonderful relationship that they form. But I am so ready for this movie. They say it will probably beat the new Tom Cruise movie this weekend. Remember, I'm
wow.
talking a week and a half ago, so when you see
Yeah.
the show. But now I'm assuming you both have read this?
I'm reading it now.
You're reading
and
it now?
loving it. I
Oh.
just think the writing is fabulous.
I'm wondering if
So-
I should try to read it before you see the movie. I don't know.
You should.
You think?
I think so.
Okay. They
I
say
think so.
he's very happy with the way the movies come out. So if he's happy,
Yes,
Um,
that says a lot.
is this his only book? First book? No.
Gosh, he has tons
Oh,
of
does he?
books.
See, I didn't know him until I heard
Yes.
about this book. How long has this book been out? Because it's not brand new, right?
No, this is, I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'll look on the
Can you do
Verso
that?
page.
2012,
Okay.
maybe?
2012,
12,
you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a lot about it, but then I didn't. I never did read it. And I asked you before we started the show today. I know we don't have too much time. The Divergent series, is that very popular now? I
Very.
liked
Oh,
the
yes.
movie a lot. The reviews aren't terribly great for it, but I thought the movie
I didn't
was
see the
good.
movie, but I really liked the books.
And it's
Yeah.
kids still after the Hunger Games.
Not as much.
Well, that should have calmed down, but now
when,
Ellen.
when the third
Oh, yeah.
movie comes out, there'll be
Oh yeah,
renewed
Right.
interest.
Do you have to have multiple copies of these books because
Some
they're
of
so
them we
popular?
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, Hunger Games is in a couple different sections, as are
Okay.
like
As
Harry
it should
Potter
be.
books.
That's right.
But something like this, The Fault
That-
in Our Stars,
that
this
was
is
everybody.
only in YA.
Yeah, but I think it would
Um,
anybody. I think
oh,
adults are
or
going to love that
adults.
as much.
Right, but
Yeah.
this would not be in the children's room.
And Ellen Havlack told me about a wonderful book called Eleanor and Park.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have
Yeah,
not
that's
read
a
it.
great
It's
book.
going to be made into a movie. I just
Yeah.
read about that not too long ago. So she was just crazy
Oh.
about it.
It is fabulous.
Oh no, I'm going to have. Do you
So
have
we
that at
have
the
it?
library?
Oh,
We
yeah.
have it,
Oh,
Willie.
good. Oh, good.
We do.
Well, we are going to have to be settling down here and saying goodbye. I want to thank you both for being here. Well, it's this afternoon for us. You guys are watching us either in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, or I don't think you're watching us at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't think that's on the schedule, but I thank you both for being here. That was great. And we always end every show with a little quote. And just remember our theme today, our subtitle was Grab Me, Read Me, Love Me. And of course, what are we talking about? Books. Okay, but if you're a reader, you can never be bored. Isn't that right? If you are a reader, you can never be bored. And my quote today is, and this is from Nancy Hunter Denny, who is an author. I do not know her. But it says, boredom is not a state of mind. Boredom is the state of not using your mind. And it sounds like this summer, kids are going to really be using their minds. So I think this is terrific, and that fit in just perfect.
Thank you, Willie. It
All right,
was
so
you,
thank you so
Willie.
much. And as I said, I think this is going to start showing around the middle of June. Give it a couple weeks before you have to register and everything. So I hope you have a really good time this summer.
Oh,
With all of
thank
the
you.
stuff that's going on, make it glow, folks. Make it glow. We're going to the Bennington Free Library. So thank you. Thank you. This is your host, Willie Jones, and thank you so much for being here for your friends and neighbors.
I take a long look around, I have to say, this time of year, it becomes clear, those you hold dear, you draw them near, this time of day,